Hi, my friends, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bryan Hartson bonus features show, where tonight we are just going to talk about some of the fake news that's on out there going on right now. Lighthearted today with a little bit of seriousness involved as well. It's going to be a very short show tonight. I'm trying out some new equipment, and I guess it would help if I gave you a little bit more light. So if we could turn up the lights there, that would be amazing. There we go. So here we are, ready for another week. It is Monday evening, and the schools are coming back in line. I hear that June 15th, our schools out here in Corona, apparently California, should be all open. Whether that means that we go into wearing masks all the time, I don't know. But there be it. Hey, I wanted to share with you something that somebody shared with me since we're on the pandemic part of things. This is quite an interesting new mouthpiece. And they actually broke it up so you could actually see it. And I can't share it with you because I'm just technically challenged when it comes to technology. Don't know how to share something that comes in Messenger that says share. You can only share to certain people. So I'm going to play it off of my phone here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it here in a second. But I thought it was really cool, the technology. Pay close attention to this part. Very cool. And let me see if you guys can see it. There it is. Check that out. Cutting through the mask right now. Very cool. Ah! Probably didn't do as much for you as it did for me when my daughter had my wife send it to me. Actually, didn't send it to me, showed it to me. And let me tell you, I did jump a little bit when I first saw it. And then I said, well, I got to have that. So please send it to me so that I can share it on my show. And that didn't happen very well because none of us could figure out how to share it except for just to me individually. So when I was getting ready to figure out how I could show it to you, I was playing it and I had it like this, playing it, and I jumped out of my skin again. I played a joke on myself. Well, there are a couple of things that we can talk about here. There's the school thing. The schools are opening up. According to the Democrats' president, the schools are open 5 days a week, over 50%. Looking to open them up 100% soon here. Where I'm at, I'm in Corona, California, and our schools are not open up 100%. As a matter of fact, elementary schools are not open 100%. Intermediate schools are not open 100%. My son is in intermediate school, 8th grade, about to go into ninth grade. All of 8th grade so far he has spent at home until last week, and he spent 2 days in school. Mind you, that's two partial days. Went to school at 7:40, picked him up at 10:02, Monday and Tuesday. He got one class each day, except for 7th period. He got both days, but it's half and half. So I guess he gets the whole period over 2 days. I personally don't agree with going to school for 35, 40 minutes, then going to your next class. For one thing, just attendance alone uh, will take up several minutes of the class. Now, I don't know if you know or not, but I used to teach an after school program, and I had 7th graders that were my class. I would take them to the classroom. I would do roll. I created their seating chart so I knew exactly where they sat. I would check their homework. If it wasn't done, there'd be consequences, timeout, late to recess, what have you. Still, that all took me good 10 minutes of my day. So if that takes a regular class 10 minutes of their day, that's a pretty good chunk of change. Hard to learn a lot, in my opinion, under those circumstances. Open up 5 days a week and you're still in the same boat, because what will happen is students will be going to school and they will have their classes every other day, perhaps. So they'll get an hour a week of that class. Still don't see the benefit in it. Homeschooling's not a better option either because it's hard to homeschool people. Hi, Stacy. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. If you are just joining us, we are in the middle of chit-chatting with who's on. I'm going to take a second there just to say hi to Stacy. And Stacy, just so you know, anybody else joining us, that we are in the process of trying to try some new technology out tonight so that our guest tomorrow, remember tomorrow, 12:15, I will have Abby Garrett with me, and really looking forward to her story. Great story. Hi, Antoinette. She will be with us from 12:15, and we will have about a 30-second pause in between our segments while we do some commercial identifications, and we will wrap up about 12:45 on the dot. We'll download that into our voice only portion so that you can tune in to our show and pick up just any show that you want. Tonight is our bonus again, bonus features, just trying out new systems. You will see down there where you can go to pick up the new stuff. I have the 2021 mug of the Bryan Hartson show with my Earl Grey tea I am sipping on tonight. You can also order the Bryan Hartson program hat. It's a ball cap, special for 2021. New logo this year. And so we're having a lot of fun with this stuff as we're going along. So let's continue to talk about our fake news. For those of you that are joining our bonus feature just now, we're talking about fake news tonight instead of actual real news. Part of our fake news is to talk about different things that are going on that just don't make a whole lot of sense, such as the Floyd trials that are going on. Okay, I might be getting into a little bit of mud here, but I will tell you this. I see an awful lot of conversation about what's going on with the Floyd trials. I'll also let you know that today I watched about almost a 2-hour car chase with a truck from a suspected murderer who went the wrong way on the roads, but literally 2 hours of coverage on this vehicle. What I don't get to hear an awful lot about are some of the other issues, murders, and things that are going on in our society that just are not getting the attention they probably should. And we're focusing our attention on some of the things maybe we should not. For example, recently there was a woman that was in jail. She was released from jail because of COVID. Thank you, COVID. She was mentally disturbed and committed a murder right after she got out. I did not see a lot of TV coverage on that. I did see it tonight. I saw it on Tucker Carlson. He actually did part of his segment on the show. So if you get a chance, I love Tucker. I love him a lot. He's a great host. Fox News, one of the good guys, as is some of the other shows that are on there. We've got the President Trump's press secretary on Fox News now. She is co-anchoring Outnumbered on Fox. That comes on at, I believe, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock in Washington. And then, of course, just about you've got the Gutfeld show that's coming on at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Another great show. Gutfeld Greg is a great guy, and so we encourage you to watch those shows. But let's get back to the point of our friend who got out of jail and committed murder. Did you hear about that? Might have seen it on Facebook. Recently, there was somebody that was murdered. Didn't see a whole lot of information on that. Facebook actually had a post for a GoFundMe that has raised $1 million, but you did not know that. If you did, it was about 2 seconds on the news. Why? Because these are the things that are not important. So now I'm going to get really into the woods and let's talk about Georgia. My friends, Georgia has laws. Their laws for voting have changed, are in the process of being changed. In such, you must show voter identification, you know where I'm going with this, in order to vote. So if you are a legal citizen and you have your ID, you can vote. You can vote in person. You can vote as an absentee ballot voter through the mail. You do need to show your ID in order to do this. Now, there's a big uproar. My Bryan Hartson cup, see? Don't forget it, yours. There is a big uproar about the fact that Georgia has this new law. It also, the uproar that you hear on the mainstream is that not only do they have this law, but on top of this law, ladies and gentlemen, you can't get water if you're standing in line. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Well, fact is, you can. We'll talk about that in a minute. The baseball league has decided that they are pulling out of Georgia. MLB, Major League Baseball, MLB. I'm not a big sports fan, so I apologize if I messed that up. But let's just say baseball going bye-bye. Why? Because of voting laws in Georgia changing. So corporations now are no longer corporations of their own. They're corporations that are political. By the way, did you know that if you go to a baseball game and you want to pick up your ticket, well, you must pick up your ticket by showing your ID. It's true, not making it up. Did you know if you drive a car and you get pulled over by a policeman, you have to show your license? I'm not making that up either. Did you know that if you want to go into a concert and buy alcohol, you have to show your license? So why does it not make sense to show your license to vote? Why? Because just like the Democrats president can pack the courts or attempt to, he can attempt to allow people to vote 5 times because they don't have to show their license, their identification, their social security card. All those things work. By the way, getting back to the point of being able to get water in line, guess what? You can do that. You can do that. What you cannot do is be affiliated with a political party and go up and give people in line water. You don't have the ability to go into the line and bully the people in line. To me, that seems right. I don't know if that's woke or what, but I'm okay with that. And by the way, it's only within 150 feet of the polling facility. So it's really not far. So if you want to go to a concert and you're standing in line and you're thirsty, what do? You drink the water that you brought with you, don't you? You ask your mom or your dad. Well, okay, mom and dad don't go with you to concerts, but you ask your friend for some water or something that's in a bottle that looks like water. Nonetheless, we'll leave that there. Point is, not a big deal, but they're making it a big deal. Such a big deal that the Democrats' president has said that he supports the baseball league leaving Georgia. Oops. The press secretary for the Democrats' president tried to circle back on the whole subject, saying that the president only was saying that he supports the decision of the players. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news day. ladies and gentlemen, the players have decided that this isn't really part of any of their concern. What's going on in Georgia? None of them are interested in moving to out of Georgia for the games. And what about the businesses? The businesses that have been shut down for over a year now, the businesses are going to lose $300 million because of this move by the owner of the baseball team. Now, today it came out that the golf, whatever it is, should they move out of Georgia? Well, the Democrats president probably got his finger slapped again because now he's saying, I really think corporations should make their own decisions. That is a far cry from I support that decision. They should move out. They should. Now it's, I don't know. That is the Democrats president. The guy that sleeps all day, gets up to fall up the stairs. Yeah, I know that's weird. Falling upstairs, fall downstairs. I've fallen downstairs. Hurts. I have stitches back here. Bryan Hartson mug. Let's see what we got going on the bottom there. All right, listen to my podcast. Anchor.fm/Bryan-Hartson. And you are watching the Bryan Hartson Show. Also, if you'd like to be on the show, I am getting lots of requests, so we are going to be increasing the volume of the shows. Episode 8 just aired the other day. Episode 9 will air tomorrow, 12:15, and we will be airing more episodes over the weeks to come. Again, today is just pretty much a fun day. I'm just testing some things out. But down there at the bottom, if you want to go to anchor.fm/Bryan-Hartson/message, you can do that from your computer, from your phone. You can actually leave a message. I will be playing messages on my show as I see fit. So if you want to leave a message that you want played, let me know that. If you just want to leave me a message, you can do that as well. You can always reach me at hartsonmedia@pm.me. hartsonmedia@pm.me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and bid you all adieu for the day here today. And we will hopefully see you 12:15 tomorrow for an actual show again. Abby is a great person that I have a lot of respect for. She's worked millions and millions of things. And it'll be a great show to see. 12:15 tomorrow. And I will talk to you then. Until then, enjoy the fake news.